Just the other day I got an order in from YesAsia, and this is my first order through them. I had been wanting to try to order from YesAsia for a while, and I finally had enough titles that I was interested in purchasing to do so. So I thought today I would give a little haul video of what I picked up. First up we have Oh My Ghost. This is a K-drama. It also I think goes by Oh My Ghostess. I know there's also a Thai version of this that was a Netflix original show that was done a couple years back, but this is the K-drama that was done, and I want to say the 2010s, a little bit earlier. I have seen about half of this show, and I am enjoying it so far. It has some pretty notable names in it if you are familiar with K-dramas. So this was pickup number 1, and here we have Love So Divine. I did watch this movie. It is about a priest and then a girl that comes to the church where he is at, and she's kind of a troublemaker, and they start out really hating each other, but considering that it's a rom-com, I can imagine that you understand how it ends. By the way, at the end of this video, I will do a price breakdown of what I was able to pick these up for through YesAsia. Now, depending on where you live, the price may vary, or prices may have changed since I placed my order. Now, this is one I haven't seen yet. This is the 8-Year Engagement. If I remember correctly, I want to say this was a Japanese movie. I could be wrong. I can't remember for sure. But as I said, I have not seen this one. It sounded interesting though, and I needed a couple extra to add to my order that qualified for the deal, which I'll show in the price breakdown again. I did also want to mention I ordered these in late February, and I think it was exactly a month after that they arrived. I know there has been a lot of talk online about YesAsia having pretty slow shipping times. I personally found that as long as you're aware of what you're getting into, the shipping times are just fine. This is another one I haven't seen. This is called Finding Mr. Right, and I think this was a Chinese drama. Let me double check. It is a Chinese film. So if you've seen any of these that I haven't seen, let me know in the comments what your thoughts were on them. I am excited to check them out. Here we have The Last Women Standing. This is a Chinese film. I have seen this one. It was one that I kind of felt okay about. Like, I did enjoy it and I wanted to add it to my collection, but I didn't feel super strongly one way or the other about it. But it was fun and I did enjoy watching it. Next we have So I Married My Auntie Fan. This one I haven't seen the movie, but I did watch the show that had the same name, and so I'm pretty sure it just follows the same story, or at least follows very closely. And to my knowledge, I think this came first. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen this. I've heard it's kind of strange and maybe not everybody's absolute greatest performance, but I am interested to watch it nonetheless. So if you've seen this one, let me know what your thoughts were. And if you've seen the show, which one did you prefer? Now, I have seen this movie and I debated about picking it up. This is a pretty controversial movie over in Korea if you're not familiar with it. It follows a true story of a school over in Korea that was, I can't say the word here on YouTube, but there was mistreatment of children that was going on at this school. And it's a very sad watch. It's a very difficult watch. And some of how it was filmed, I know, caused a lot of concern from people who watched it. I tried to do some research into reading how they filmed it, because as I was watching, I was like questioning if maybe in bringing the story to light, maybe some harm was being done just within the filming process. Again, I'm not getting too specific, but if you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. And as far as I could tell, everything that was filmed very carefully. As far as my research went, it sounded like any of those very uncomfortable scenes between the adults and the children were actually filmed separately. But yeah, if you haven't seen this one, it's a very hard watch, so just letting you know that in advance. Next we have another Chinese movie. This is called This Is Not What I Expected. I watched this one a while back. Yeah, it was a fun watch, so I thought I'd add it to the collection. And last but not least, we have Okay Madam. This is a fun spy vacation movie. It's a bit over the top, but in a fun way. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a lot of fun, and it was cool to see some familiar faces in it as well. Like I mentioned, I will provide all of the titles of the movies again, as well as the price that I paid for them. Like I had mentioned earlier, the prices may have changed, or depending on where you live, the price may just be different anyway, but I like to give a point of reference in case you would like to add any of these to your collection. I did also want to point out one other thing. So all of these except for Oh My Ghost do not play on a regular North American player. I tried it on my 4K player just to see, and all of them except for Oh My Ghost did not play, which I figured would be the case given their region coding. However, if you have a region-free or all-region player, you should be all set. Just look into the specifics of your player. And YesAsia also has different versions of these same movies available. So if you need a certain region or a certain version based off of subtitles or audio, definitely make sure that you're looking at the specifics before you officially make your purchase.